not a visitor like you in a long time.
Yep. Coming to see you, Doctor.
We have met before. I think today we meet for the last time. Captain Blazkowicz. Still fighting after all these years. I remember your friend. I savor his memory. Do you remember him? In work like this, it is easy to be tempted to sense compassion. We must learn that this is pointless instinct, not fit for the master race. Hoch, hoch, auf die Platte!
That's efficient. But why is he...
Like you.
Oh.
What path is death and destruction? I would ask you to consider. In the end, we will be judged. Not by what we have destroyed, but what we have created. Wyatt, oh. Can you grasp the splendor of it? The intelligence of the human brain, amalgamated with the efficiency and obedience of the machine.
Cool story.
Machine man, clear the room!
Gotta get out of here.
You gotta get ow! You gotta get out of here? Ow. Weapon lost. Interesting. Ow. Are we not fighting? Maxed out. What do I have? Nothing. Okay. Am I supposed to pick something up? Is there health? Ow. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. Armor, grenade. Grenade, health, grenades. Excuse me. You? Okay, fine. Grenades, health maxed out. Grenades are maxed out, alright. Wait, I have to run up to him and knife him after I grenade him? Okay, wait a minute. I need more grenades, guys. Excuse me.
I have no control over my actions. Cannot live like this. You have to put an end to it.
Private, it was an honor to serve by your side.
Giant robot.
Like Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. And Astor is my shield. Beautiful.
The storm is. Wait a minute. Oh, am I supposed to cut my way out? I think I meant to cut my way out. Hold on. Let me.
I will attempt to spare your hand, Captain. From my laboratory.
What is? Oh, guns. Hey, armor and things. Hey, guns and things. New story?
Are you going an act of cowardice? How utterly villainous of you!
But he's got a lightning shield. Can I actually penetrate the shield with that? What on the— oh, gun. Hey, gun. Crap.
You force me to abandon the scalpel? So deny it, Captain.
Alright, well, that's one.
Your cruelty is endless, Captain. Honest, hard-working men on board that Zeppelin? Men with families? Have you no shame? A shocking display of evil.
Have I no shame? No, I don't have any shame. Stop shooting at me, dude. I am getting utterly wrecked, by the way. Okay, so now I'm down to like no armor.
Death and destruction? Is that all you are?
What about that? Am I supposed to break that as well? I think I am. Problem is, I don't have much health left. And how do I get over there? Alright, we're back here. Wasn't there health here before? Oh, apparently not. Ow. Okay, there's health down there, health down there. Not there. How do I break the... Ah. How do I break the rest of this crap? Wait, that's it? I didn't even do anything.
Before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade and force your surrender.
Did I even do anything? I'm not sure what happened. I honestly am not sure what happened there. Did the lightning kill him in the end? Like, what actually blew him up? I shot him a few times.
Crawl down a hole, General. Won't save you. I'm coming for you.
I honestly don't know what killed him. Or what destroyed his robot. Ooh, loot. Is this cover or is this... I mean, there's cables. I still don't know how that boss actually worked. I'm not sure about this boss fight. Is it just me or was that... I mean, I understood... Okay, I mean, I figured out we shoot down the Zeppelins. And then there's that thing. I shot him in the shield a few times. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened there. Or was it just time? Do you just have to like survive long enough, and then you just win? Right, that looks good. That looks kind of good. Alright, that's good. Still maxed out on everything. Somehow. Okay, well, let's go down here. I'm not sure what happened. Hey, but hey, we beat the boss. We beat the boss. Or like, did he blow himself up? Is that what happened? Oh, he's not dead yet. Okay, I don't think we shoot him directly. I think we use the fire on him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me switch over to rockets. I should avoid. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Wait, this is not on fire.
Time to die.
Really?
You chose well, Captain Blazgor. This is a good one.
Count to 4. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
I will never kneel to you. Fine. I will gut you standing. So colorful.
I feel like we could have kicked his hand, like kicked the grenade out of his hand or something.
Boscowitz.
Anyway.
We're in position. The nuclear cannon is armed. I'm clear to fire.
A mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning. And her name, Mother of Exiles. Timmy, you're tired. You're bored. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these. The homeless. Tempest-tossed. To me.
Blasco, do you read? I'm clear to fire.
You're clear.
And that's the end of the game.
I believe if we just keep trying, it'll be alright.
So, should I talk over the music? I guess I'm gonna talk about the music.
Someday we're gonna find our way.
What a great game. Although the end, I think the end sequences might have been a little rushed. I mean, it's still good, but it felt like the first half was more brilliant than the second half. And you know, with a lot of video games, that is something that happens because you run out of time as you move through your production schedule. But I mean, it was an intelligent. The gameplay is fairly ordinary in terms, like, I mean, it's good, but it's expected, right? Like the guns, the action, even the stealth. The gameplay is not the part that makes it brilliant. I mean, the gameplay is solid, but not brilliant. The story, the characters, the setting is brilliant, and that's. It's quite brilliant. It's quite intelligent too.
I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe.
The characters are so interesting, right? It's I mean, it's almost but it's not. It's brilliant more. Yeah, it's brilliant more for the setting. The story itself, you might say, is a little bit cliched. You know the part where they come in and they they set you up by giving you this home in the resistance base, and then the Nazis come in and kill everyone in the base, and that sort of thing is a little cliche. But it's everything around it that is brilliant. London, Berlin, Gibraltar Bridge. Just the architecture is interesting, the setting is interesting, the technology is interesting, like the planes and the vehicles and all that is interesting.
But not for me, and not for you. I know you tried, I tried too. Sometimes all our dreams just don't come true.
There's a prequel. The prequel is Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, and I think I'm going to play through that too. I don't know if I should play through it immediately and upload it immediately afterwards. Well, I mean, by immediately, I mean I'm going to I'm gonna do it in real time immediately, but I mean when I upload it, should I upload it one after the other? Maybe I will. I like this a lot. I would put this beside BioShock and Half-Life 2, to be honest, as first-person shooters that really get almost everything right. And you know, if you're trying to pick things to criticize, then you're really having to nitpick to find things to criticize. I mean, it's not to say that any of those games are perfect, or nor this one, right? I mean, there are moments there when, especially the final bosses, like I beat the boss without really understanding why. So you take down it's got a shield. The shield is powered by the airships. We take down the airships and then do we just wait or do we shoot at it? I shot it a few times. I didn't shoot at it that many times. Yeah, it's not as clear as you know. In contrast to, for example, the London Monitor, you might say the London Monitor is the opposite. The London Monitor is like it's too obvious. Like there's kind of giant glowing weak points on the London Monitor, and like the guy on the radio tells you, "Oh, I shoot it in the eye," or then see when the eye is open. When the eye is open, then you shoot it in the eye, and then it recoils, and then it opens the rockets, and then there's just like 6 bright orange weak points, and you shoot the weak points, and the rockets blow up, and then say, "Oh, now shoot the engines right underneath," and you go right underneath. So in contrast to this final battle against the Good Doctor, the London Monitor is like really obvious. They just tell you what to do. They just tell you exactly what the mechanics are. And then the final battle, I'm still not entirely sure what killed the boss. I'm still not sure. Anyway, but we beat it. We blew it up, and that's fine. The stealth segments, I missed the stealth segments. At the start, it wasn't entirely clear what the stealth mechanics were because we're still learning the game. In the middle, there were some pretty good stealth sections, especially on the moon. When you're on the moon, it felt like the stealth is just overpowered because you can just kind of sneak through and then kill everyone. But then once we got back down, all the stealth just disappeared and you couldn't do it anymore. And then in the final, when we come back to the castle, it's just the enemies just spot you immediately. I wonder if it's different people designing the levels, like different people with different philosophies, or I wonder if they deliberately do that so that it's like maybe like half the battles you can sneak through and then half the battles you can't sneak through, and they just decided to do that. I don't know which one it is. I mean, personally, being a connoisseur of stealthiness, I would prefer if everything can be stealth through, but games like that are rare. Deus Ex is one of the finer examples, one of the finest examples really, of games where you can do whatever you want, right? Deus Ex, if you want to shoot your way through, you can shoot your way through. If you want to sneak your way through, you can sneak your way through. You can't entirely talk your way through, but you can talk your way through some of it. What's another game that's like that? A good example that is, I can think of other games that try to be like that and don't really succeed. Can't think of any off the top of my head, but Deus Ex I respect in that sense. So would I prefer if every single scenario here you could sneak through or shoot through? Yeah, I would prefer it if that option was available, but even in Deus Ex Human Revolution, for example, they botched the boss fights. So I think they outsourced the boss fights for some reason, which seems like a bad idea. Okay, so in the end, the helicopter comes in. I think it's implied that Blazkowicz didn't actually die in the end because the helicopter, you hear the helicopter at the very end. I think they came back and picked him up. I think that's what it implies, or at least they're trying to keep it open for the possibility of a sequel. Yeah, so Deus Ex Human Revolution, they outsourced the boss fights, which sounds like the most stupid thing in the world. Why would you outsource the most climactic points in your game to someone else to do like this? Anyway, the story is they outsourced the boss fight, and so the boss fights were not as interesting as the rest of the game. Like the rest of the game you can sneak through. The boss fights, originally you couldn't sneak through them at all. Later on they kind of changed it up a little. They patched the game a little bit and they added more options in the what's the version called? I forgot what it's called. Is it the Game of the Year version? Anyway, subsequent patches updated it, but it was still mostly combat. Anyway, that point aside, yeah, it's a brilliant game. Wolfenstein: The New Order is a brilliant game. Great. It's a textbook example of good game design, or a textbook example of game design. Let's put it that way. Because there are also some points that are not quite perfect, and in those points it's also illuminating. Like the final boss, I still don't understand why we won. Anyway, so but the story, the setting. Okay, let's put it this way: a textbook example of great setting and great world building. Great world building, decent gameplay, but really, really top-notch world building. Alright, I'll see you in the next game, which might be the Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. So I'm gonna go back in and play the levels again by myself to get all the secrets. Alright, I'll see you.